By the 21st century, vampires stopped pretending to be misunderstood outsiders. They didn't want acceptance. They didn't want power. They wanted the world to end. And the final vampire on this list doesn't want blood. It doesn't want worship. It wants extinction. At number 10, Nomak from Blade II, 2002. Nomak is not evil by choice. He is evil by design. He was never meant to exist. He was the result of a failed experiment by vampires who believed they could improve themselves, make themselves stronger, more perfect. Instead, they created a nightmare. Nomak became a reaper, a new breed of vampire that feeds on vampires themselves. Not for power, not for hunger, but because his body forces him to. His powers are extreme and unnatural. His jaw splits open like a trap. His body evolves faster than anything around him, and most weapons designed to kill vampires barely slow him down. But here's what separates Nomak from true evil. He doesn't want control. He doesn't want followers. He doesn't want a throne. Nomak wants the vampire race erased, because to him they are the real monsters. His violence comes from rage, pain, and betrayal. He was created, used, discarded, and left to suffer. Nomak is horrifying to watch, but he is morally broken, not corrupt. He is what happens when monsters try to play God and lose control of what they create. Number 9. The Master Vampire from Dracula, Untold, 2014. This vampire doesn't chase prey. He waits. The Master Vampire is temptation given flesh. A cursed immortal, trapped for centuries inside a prison of his own making. His power is not strength. It is persuasion. He doesn't force anyone to become a monster. He offers them a choice. Power, protection, immortality. But every gift comes with a cost, and that cost is your soul. The Master Vampire rarely kills directly. He doesn't need to. He lets people damn themselves. He watches as desperation makes a decision for them. That is his true evil. He doesn't conquer cities. He doesn't wage war. He corrupts the world one decision at a time. And the most terrifying part, if no one accepts his offer, he remains powerless, which means his evil only exists because humans keep reaching for it. 8. Remick from Sinners, 2025. Remick feeds on something older than blood. Guilt, faith, weakness. He doesn't just attack bodies, he attacks belief. Remick's power is psychological. He doesn't break down doors. He waits for cracks. Doubts people never speak out loud. Regrets they pretend don't matter. Secrets they buried years ago. Then he feeds. He doesn't need chaos. He doesn't want mass destruction. Remick wants control that is intimate, personal, one soul at a time. He twists faith into fear, conviction into shame, hope into submission. His evil is quiet, slow, almost invisible. He won't end the world, but he will hollow it out from the inside. And if he ever looks at you, it's already too late. Number 7. Victor from Underworld, 2003. Victor is not a monster of chaos. He is a monster of order, an ancient vampire lord who rules through law, fear, and tradition, not survival, control. His power doesn't come from strength alone. It comes from hierarchy, bloodlines, punishment. Victor believes authority justifies everything, even murder. He executes his own kind to preserve purity, erases truth to protect his legacy, rewrites history so he is always right. Victor isn't driven by hunger. He is driven by fear of losing control. He doesn't destroy the world. He locks it in place. That makes him terrifying, but limited, because his evil only exists inside the system he built. Number 6. Count Orlok, Nosferatu, 2024. Orlok is not evil in a human way. He doesn't scheme. He doesn't rule. He doesn't tempt. He arrives, and death follows. Orlok brings plague, decay, and rot, like a walking disease moving through the world. People don't fall to Orlok because they are weak. They fall because he exists. He feels less like a villain and more like a natural disaster. There is no conversation, no bargaining, no mercy. Just slow, inevitable collapse. Orlok doesn't hate humanity. He doesn't care about it at all, which makes him horrifying to witness, but without intention. Before we continue, I need to give a special mention to someone who just didn't make the cut to the list, Abigail 2024. She doesn't want the world. She doesn't want empires. She doesn't want extinction. She wants to watch you panic. She proves something terrifying about modern vampire horror. Sometimes the scariest monsters don't want domination. They want control in the moment, fear as entertainment, violence as play. This is where modern vampire cruelty truly begins. 5. Akasha from Queen of the Damned, 2002. Akasha believes she is a god, the first vampire, the mother of all monsters, and in her mind, the world belongs to her. Her goal is simple: rule openly. Humans are not enemies. They are resources, food. Her power is absolute. Mind control, immortality, total authority over vampires themselves. Akasha does not negotiate. She commands. But here is what keeps her from the top of this list. She wants order, not annihilation. She wants a world that still exists, just under her control. That makes her world threatening, but not apocalyptic. At number 4, a Wartak from Boys from County Hell, 2020. A Wartak is evil that refuses to stay buried. An ancient Irish vampire king, buried upright, fed through blood tribute. Even in death, he demanded obedience. A Wartak represents tyranny passed down through generations, oppression made immortal. Villagers fed him because they were afraid, because they had always been afraid. He is not just a monster. He is a system, a curse that survives rulers, wars, and time itself. Destroying Wartak means more than killing a body. It means breaking a cycle, and most people never do. In the 3rd spot, Kurt Barlow from Salem's Lot, 2004. Barlow doesn't attack loudly. He infects, one house at a time, one neighbor at a time, one family at a time, while people sleep, while they trust, while they look away. Barlow turns an entire town into predators without ever announcing himself. Friends feed on friends. Parents turn children. The familiar becomes hostile. Barlow doesn't conquer cities. He erases communities until nothing human remains. At number 2, Marlowe from 30 Days of Night, 2007. Marlowe doesn't hunt. He exterminates. His plan is cold, calculated, efficient. A town trapped in darkness. Cut off, used as a feeding ground. No speeches, no mercy, no hesitation. Humans are livestock, nothing more. This is not survival. This is organized extinction. And it works. And finally, at the number 1 spot, the most evil vampire of the 21st century, the Master from the Strain, 2014. This is the final evolution. The Master is not a vampire king. He is a parasite, a living infection that turns humanity into hosts. There is no emotion, no ego, no mercy. His goal is not domination, it is replacement. Humanity does not lose, it is overwritten. This isn't horror, this is apocalypse. Vampire evil didn't get stronger, it got colder, from personal cruelty to extinction without feeling. And the scariest monsters aren't the ones who hate us. They're the ones who don't care we exist. If you want to see which vampire would end humanity the fastest, watch the next video on screen now.